Hello, my name is Michelle Harrison, and this is my presentation on the Blackfoot Nation and their traditional sacred pipe. The traditional Native American sacred pipe has been used for hundreds of years by Native tribes across the globe, each with their own unique style and meaning. The sacred tobacco pipe is used during ceremonies, celebrations, funerals, gatherings, and is still carried by Natives today as an offering of peace. The Blackfoot people lived in small bands throughout the northern Great Plains. They moved from place to place following large bison herds. The Blackfoot soon became the dominant people in the northwest Great Plains. They were fierce warriors and protected their territory from other tribes such as the Lakota Sioux and the Shoshone. In the mid-1800s, the Blackfoot began to struggle due to the encroachment of white settlers, and overhunting caused the bison herds to decline and food become scarce. The Blackfoot signed treaties with the U.S. government that were later broken, which forced them to move onto reservations in Montana and Canada and take up farming to survive. The Blackfoot used to live in buffalo hide houses called teepees. Since the Blackfoot moved frequently to follow the buffalo herds, the teepee was carefully designed to set up and break down quickly, usually in about an hour. Today, most Blackfoot people live in modern houses and apartments. Native Americans only put up a teepee for fun or to connect with their heritage. Approximately 10,000 Blackfoot live in the Blackfeet Indian Reservation in Montana and about 15,000 in Canada. These lands are mountainous and weather can be warm in the summer and very cold and snowy in the winter. Many native tribes use the sacred pipe to tell stories and to honor the spirits. The Blackfoot Indians used it in the same way. The Blackfoot pipe used to be made of a dark greenish stone found in the Blackfoot territory. The stem was up to 65 centimeters long and was made of ash or other hardwoods. It was then wrapped and vigorously decorated with beads, feathers, and stones. Some of the pipe bowls were inlaid with lead. Pipes today are made from a variety of different materials, but are still put together much the same way. Smoking was used for a variety of purposes. Socially, a host lit his pipe and passed it from time to time to his visitor. It was also used to seal an oath or contract, and most importantly, for making peace. Passing of the pipe was done primarily in the teepee and was smoked in connection with rituals, and it would always be passed clockwise as to follow the sun. Many specimens in any collection are certain to have decorations of one kind or another. In general, two styles of decorations are recognized. One is the geometric design, or occasionally floral designs painted on bags, parfleches, and the like, or embroidered with quills and beads on bags, clothes, moccasins, etc. In general, these were applied by women to articles they manufactured. The second is a pictographic decoration applied to buffalo robes, teepee exteriors, and teepee back walls. These are intimately connected with the systems of war honors and represent realistically and semi-realistically the valorous deeds of the owners of these objects. The Blackfoot Nation is made up of 4 different tribes, each with their own governments and tribal councils. There is the Blackfoot and the Blood, the Piikani, and the North Pijon Piikani. In a marriage ceremony, men would marry the women after the bride's family paid the groom's family. Men were allowed to have as many sexual partners as he wished, both before and after the wedding. Polygamy was also a way to show status within the tribe. Although this is not practiced as often today, if at all, the sacred pipe is also always offered and smoked to appease the spirits and receive the blessings. Many traditional pipes are smoked during a powwow for a variety of different reasons, and the Blackfoots still use it in the same way. Now I want to tell you about a traditional story about the reasons for smoking a sacred pipe, told by Black Elk, a famous holy man, traditional healer, and visionary of the Sioux tribe. He says, "This, then, is not the tale of a great hunter, or of a great warrior, or of a great traveler. Although I have made much meat in my time, I have fought for my people both as a boy and a man. I have gone far and seen strange lands and men. So also have many others done, and better than I. These things I shall remember by the way, and often they may seem to be the very tale itself, as when I was living them in happiness and sorrow. But now that I can see it all as from a lonely hilltop, I know it was the story of a mighty vision given to a man too weak to use it, of a holy tree that should have flourished in the people's heart with flowers and singing birds. And now it is withering, and of a people's dream that died in the bloody snow. But if the vision was true and mighty, as I know it to be true and mighty, for such things are of the spirits, and it is in the darkness of their eyes that men get lost. So now I know it is a good thing I am going to do. And because no good thing can be done by any man alone, I will first make an offering and send a voice to the spirit of the world, that it may help me be true. I fill this sacred pipe with the bark of the red willow, but before we smoke it, you must see how it is made and what it means. These 4 ribbons hanging here on the stem are of the 4 quarters of the universe. The black one is for the west, where the thunder beings live to send us rain. The white one is for the north, whence comes the great cleansing wind. The red one for the east, which springs the light, and where the morning star lives to give man wisdom. The yellow for the south, whence comes the summer and the power to grow. But these 4 spirits are only one spirit after all, and this eagle feather here is for that one, which is like a father, and also it is for the thoughts of men that should rise high as eagles do. Is not the sky a father, and the earth a mother? And are not all living things with feet or wings or roots their children? And this hide upon the mouthpiece here, which should be bison hide, is for the earth, from whence we came, and at those breasts we suck as babies all our lives, along with the animals and the birds and the trees and the grasses. And because it means all this, and more than any man can understand, the pipe is holy. There are many similarities with the Blackfoot Nation and other tribes around the country. Many tribes still use sacred pipes to perform rituals, ceremonies, and all sorts of other prayers to the spirit gods. I do not have any traditions like this in my family. However, after doing this presentation, I will definitely be starting one. Here's a list of my references. I hope you have a great day. Thank you for listening, and God bless.